Who knows, maybe I'll have time to make some other stuff. Like, the food stuff is fun to play around with. It really is. Like, there's a lot of recipes. We've barely uncovered any. Hey, we can get that garden salad done now. Make some pineapple jam, as per quest. Hey, we can do coffee now. Alright. What else do we have? Candy apple, because I've got sugar. Apparently. Do I need that sugar for anything? Can't remember. I think I'm gonna do the sweet popcorn first, because the popcorn is probably about to expire. Alright, so that should be good for now. Made some foods. Can I open the door, please? Thank you. And actually, I need to check my materials real quick. I'm gonna need more bars before I can even do more of anything, so... Get game. Stop. Now, stop it, game. Just let me do the menu. Please let me do the menus. Okay. So these three are going for sure. Pickaxes I'll throw over here. The shirt I can keep over here. What else do we have? Foods I will probably not be eating. That's all the salad. Roast mushrooms could probably go. Actually, where they were. Yeah, they're going bad too. They're going. They're gone. I just made those mushrooms too, didn't I? Except goes bad fairly fast in this game. And it's hard to tell when it's going to go bad, because guess what? The menus like to go off screen. Anything that's about to go bad is getting the boot. Pineapples should all be good. Can't even read anything in the bottom row. Just eat the carrot. I don't even care. That's really a huge problem with this game, is just shit going off screen. And by doing that, becoming just completely unreadable. Alright then. So actually, before I do anything with the scientist guy, I'm gonna go back home real quick. Because I've gotta go make a few more things. And the nice thing about having my home flagged is I can just travel straight to it. Don't need to drive the ship there, no loading screen. It's pretty good, actually. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to throw more seeds in here for now. Carrot seed. Tomatoes. Keep those. The sugar cane I'm going to want to plant. And I need to harvest more cotton. Okay, I've got some of those growing. The pearl peas, I'll leave them for now. The rice is probably the next thing I'm going to take down, because rice, honestly, is not the most useful. And the thing is, a lot of the taller stuff just stays in the ground once you harvest it. Kind of nice, actually. So I'll show you guys what I did down here. You'll notice I terraformed the entryway down here a little bit. Wrong button. Here we go. I just noticed there's a chest there. How did I not notice that before? But the basic deal is you can just hoe ground underwater. Once you've done that, you can actually plant anything that grows underwater. I'm going to want to get to that chest. How are we going to do this? Probably gonna have to be this way. How did I not notice that chest before? Like, seriously. It's basically over the entire time, and my god, there's modules in there. That gun is kind of terrible, actually. Wow. Not gonna be using that. Oops, I don't need to go in there, I just need to go in... There we go. All terraformed up. And yeah, I did go mining over here a little bit. But because this is a low-tier planet, there's not even tungsten here. I probably won't be mining here anymore just because there's not going to be anything of worth. So as usual, not going to make all my bars, but I will make 30 of them to start. Now the iron I'm probably going to make 15. How are we actually doing on our resources? Let me just sort real quick. Oh, we got a lot of iron, we got a lot of tungsten. A lot of silver. Gold, I might need 10 bars. I don't have enough gold for that, but I will soon. And that's the important thing. Actually, my armor thing's down here now. Yes, I moved everything off the roof. So the sparrow helm and the legs. Should probably get these made. I certainly have the tungsten for it, I just need to make the cotton wool. Which is what I've been collecting the cotton for. Like I said, it's a useful crafting material. Did I not make it? Like, fuck. I hate how slow stuff is to make in this crafting bench. I really do. Like, it makes sense, but doesn't mean I'm going to be happy with it. Alright. So we've got ourselves bear armor. Something I've been needing for quite a while. Probably take this cosmetic off. In fact, this is worth nothing, isn't it? It's worth 35. Stuff sells for like roughly 1/5 of what the cost shows, so I'm just gonna trash that right away. Oh, the shirt. Actually, the shirt looks kind of cool. I'll stick with the shirt. It's in the cosmetic slot, so should be all good there. I'll take more cocoa. How much cocoa do I have? Like, a lot of this game is item management, so forgive me for being a little bit slow here. But now we're gonna go do the thing I need to do. I've needed to do it for a while, and I want this done before I even think of doing stuff off screen. Because, you know, examining cities and stuff is something I can do off screen. Like, for sure. Matter of fact, for a lot of the main quest stuff, if it becomes hard to find certain settlements, I'll probably just record myself finding them off screen. Probably without commentary. I don't know. Okay, so dashing. So we're going to learn the obstacle course stuff. I think the dashing tutorial is the hardest one by far. Okay, double tap to dash. So my dash right now isn't the best. Oh, I see. Okay. So like I said, the dashing tutorial in this is... Really? Seriously. Like, this is what I mean by this tutorial sucks. And there's a time limit on this, by the way. Like, if you fuck up, you're just fucked. I really don't like the dash tutorial because it's by far the hardest. Made it. Okay, so I think that was the hardest part of the tutorial. Oh, I made it for that. Yeah, if you get hit by a single one, you may as well just go back. May as well just go back. And we're done. So that's the dashing tutorial. You'll never ever need to do any kind of dashing with that kind of rate ever in this game. That's just the game's way of being a dick to give you an upgrade. It's honestly the worst. It's really fucking bad. But thankfully, like I said, that is by far the worst tutorial. 10 silver bars. I will definitely do that. And there we are. Is this the jumping course? Please tell me it's the jumping course. I need to jump. I need that jump really bad. So I'm pretty good at double jumping. Like I said, it's pretty much by far the easiest one. So you might be thinking, why don't you go down there? And the answer is, well, there's nothing down there. But if you fuck up the double jump, that's what it's for. Like, some double jumps are a little bit tricky. And I don't have a sprint yet, so... Okay, that's the fall and land thing. And that's another fall and land thing. I forgot about that. That's the trick one, because you can't see the floor below you. But now you've seen it there. Easy. Easiest one. Like, you see how easy that was in comparison? I mean, part of the difficulty is that the dash button is a double tap. Which, you know, would be fine in most games. I also don't like the way this dash works. I think the third tech is probably one I'm not going to be able to get. Gold bars? Yeah. Don't have gold bars, but what I do have is a way that edit my leg techs. So it's currently on a pulse jump. So we can get the multi-jump, which is 3 jumps, but they're small. It's not really good. The rocket jump is kind of good. The wall jump is helpful, but it's not as useful, I find. So what I'm going to use instead is the rocket jump. Okay. So this dash blinks past enemies and traps. It's kind of cool. What I really want, though, is the sprint. And the air dash would be kind of alright, but the sprint is what I really want. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to get from that tech station. Now, while I'm at it, can we get a... Oh, we have a lot of modules, okay. Alright, faster deconstruction. And then I might get a bigger... Or do I want to go by more range? You know what, the range is probably... the range isn't that important. Next thing I'm getting is probably our 3x3 or a second power upgrade. I might just go second power upgrade. Either way, I've got my techs now. I can now navigate the landscape a lot more efficiently. It's always some fucker trying to call this house in the afternoon. It's my recording time, go fuck yourself. I'm not answering that. That's how I am with phones. I will not answer it if I'm recording. You can fucking take your fucking time and wait. Because it's never fucking important. Never fucking is. Alright. I've been thoroughly distracted. I need to stop clicking on the fuel thing. I really do. So we'll go back to that a little bit later. What I want to do right now is go to this plant, which I've actually explored this whole surface of this plant before. It's actually a frog colony, which is a little bit rare. I'm surprised I found one of those in no Florin village, but frog colonies are cool. Well, mostly because you can get a lot of chests with like swamp upgrades and stuff. The frogs don't really speak to you. Like whatever language they speak, you can't translate. At least I haven't found a way to translate it yet. Like I'll probably need some kind of like device to translate stuff, and I've not found any of those. But what is over here is something else that actually might be quite helpful. So I still only have a dash for now. And I have a rocket jump. Okay. Rogue soldiers at the old wooden ruins. May as well. We're heading east anyway. So these merchants over here are pretty much where I got a lot of my supplies from. Okay, apparently those aren't the old wooden ruins. This here is swamp water. And where there's a swamp, there tends to be frogs. And this is kind of why I wanted the energy dash as opposed to the double jump, because you can just do this. You should probably close your door. Alright. So yeah, like I said, the frogs, they don't really speak. A couple of them are merchants. But other than that, there's not much to see with them. Which is why I didn't bother, saving that for a recording. And you've already seen one now, so. I will say I did get, like, quite a few, pieces of swamp furniture and stuff. Just because it was in the area. But what I came to explore here is actually this. It's an old Mini-Kong laboratory. And I believe this is the specific lab structure where there's shit underground. And actually, last time I was here, I dropped a bunch of stuff in the fridge, because why not? I wanted it to keep. And this oven here, don't be fooled, it's just a basic station. You can't do advanced stuff with it. But what I think I will do, because no one is inhabiting this place, I'm taking the fridge. I need a fridge at my base real bad. So I believe one of these doors I left a codex in. Here we are. Okay, so we got a report. So some kind of serum or something seems to be causing them to transform. So, like, basically it's a Planet of the Apes kind of thing happening. Slash zombies. So Planets of the Apes and zombies kind of combined and bad things happened. And there's the bad things. They do a lot of damage, actually. And that's kind of why I wanted to wait, because I knew there was a good chance that the stuff over here would be quite lethal. I'll take all. Just take all for now. Let's see this weapon. 12.6, and it's a rocket spear. I'm not a huge fan of the rocket spear. And there's the flurry, which I'm also not a huge fan of. There we go. More shelves. It's the same codex we just learned, isn't it? Must be, I can't use it. So yeah. And that stuff down there is acid, by the way. Or poison. Poison's actually kind of useful, so I'm gonna keep some of it. Like, I will need it much later in the game. So I am gonna drain a substantial amount of this poison. And rooms like this are why I wanted to double jump. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna need to break through this glass. I don't think there's actually official ways around this other than break through it. You see, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to get to this. I didn't want to turn off the light, but thank you. A banana. Okay, there's that. So yeah, that was definitely worth taking the time to break for all those modules and stuff. So yeah, as you can tell, it's kind of a shit show. I am going to take more poison though, because the poison is quite useful. Because what you can do with the poison is make some later stuff in the game. Specifically batteries. Now I'm going to need a fair amount of poison for that. And I'm going to replenish my water supply a little bit too, because I'm running a little bit low after filling that pool at my base. I'll take some of that. Take some of those. And I'll take that. Oh wow, it actually does a lot of damage, holy crap. Like that one-shot that guy, like... What the fuck? I wasn't expecting a one-shot. Drink this coffee, because coffee actually gives you a small boost. Actually, bananas are decent. Don't really feel like throwing anything away, though. It's a 12.2. What's the special? It's another flurry. Okay, if it's got a flurry special, it's going over here. If it's got a rocket spear special. I don't remember exactly what rocket spear does, but if it's what I think it does, I don't want it. But if it's the error one, then maybe. Like, I probably won't even be using the spear weapon very much, aside from cheesing out certain stuff. Because a lot of stuff in this game can be cheesed with certain weapon types. There's two ways to go. I'm going left first because, you know, left. Wow, if that hits, it does stupid damage. Holy crap. I'm gonna need to remember that. And I mean, sure, some of my damage upgrade is because I'm wearing a full set of armor, and armor in this game tends to give some damage boosts. Which is actually really cool. That's part of the reason why I wanted to make that tungsten armor, despite the fact that I kind of need the tungsten for stuff. It's just for that damage boost. It's pretty good. That's him dealt with. As you can probably see here, there is some kind of poison up there. Actually, I wonder, how many pieces do I have now? I've got 16 already. I can already get this. So that costs free and that costs free. Well, just to show you guys something, I'm going to upgrade both of these, even though they're kind of useless upgrades. So the paint tool I'll probably never use, but as you can see, So now we disconnect that, because those were connected. And that's a landmine, so what happens if that goes off is it will break that, the poison drops into the water, the entire water pool becomes poisoned. But by disabling that, we can basically prevent the entire trap from taking place. Actually, we can use this to cheat quite a bit, as you can see. So something in this room is clearly connected to a switch that's hidden in the ground there. Oh, more of this. Alright. So what I can do with this is I can actually disable the wiring. And re-enable it if I so choose. Because I believe what this one does is it's just lights. There's like nothing dangerous about it. What is dangerous though is me getting myself killed with this ability, because it seems to work from a very specific distance. And there you go. There's also a bed here. And this entire thing is filled with water, probably as a result of rain. Or something. And if you'll notice, there's also poison under the floor, which... I'm not sure why there's poison under the floor, there just is. I think that's just kind of a staple of these things. But I'm gonna definitely use that to my advantage and just loot myself some poison. Because like I said earlier, the poison is actually useful. I'm sure there's probably some kind of lore reason for the poison being there. I'm not going to doubt that there isn't, but what I really want is to just loot me some poison. Apparently the entire top half was also poison. Okay, how much poison do I have? I don't want to go overboard on the amount of poison. 615, that seems like way more than enough for like all my crafting needs. I've already been through here, right? Yep. So that should be it. Yeah, we'll take a little bit more poison. Some for the road. Alright. Actually, that was the main thing I wanted to explore here, so I don't even need the bar going back up. I've got the refrigerator, and we can just leave. So yeah, those are some of the structures you can find in this game. The laboratories are a little bit common. There's a few different styles of them. There's also a few different styles of village, too, for them. Actually, where am I going? I should probably go home first and dump off all that crap. And then I might go back to where I was, the 6th planet. Actually, no, I'm going to go get the sand first. That would make more sense. So what was I going to do? Oh yes, put the fridge down. It's kind of important. Actually, do I want the fridge in here, or do I want... Hang on. Let's get more cotton, because crafting materials. More wheat. Okay, can we close the door? Close it, please. Thank you. Open the inventory. There you go. You'll notice I've looted like a few things and stuff as well. But the main reason I want this is so I can store stuff that I know I won't get to use anytime soon. And I'm gonna pretty much just store the rarer stuff that I don't have in my farm. Those are fresh, those are fresh. Anything that's about to go bad? Game, let me see my fucking inventory. This banana, actually. Actually, a couple of bananas are starting to go bad already. Well, that sucks. Sort this again. The beak seeds for sure going in there. The fair crown. The oculemon. The cord I'm not too worried about. I'll throw the poultry in there too. May as well. Alright. Think that should do.